While they are doing so, one of them, who is sitting and inspecting the tire, notices a fire and sets an alarm. The supervisor, who is behind them, makes sure that he will walk up to the place where there is a switch to switch on the alarm. As soon as the alarm is on, there are few people taking the fire buckets and the fire extinguisher to extinguish the fire. The workmen are well trained, and those who are the members of the emergency response team get into action and are using sand buckets and fire extinguishers. The fire is a very small fire. You can see the way they are going closer to the place where the fire has taken place and are responding to douse of the fire. The team is into action. They are using fire extinguishers. These kind of fire extinguishers are placed all across the plant. While you are taking the plant route, you could be seeing them all across the plant. They are making sure the fire is dosed off. They are checking and making sure there are no casualties. The supervisors and each of them thank each other for the act which they have done in making a quick response. Place where they are seated, they used the fire extinguishers which was closer to them. Now at one point of a time, at a very remote location, which is not easily accessible, they have noticed a fire. By noticing so, you can see how would they raise the alarm. One of the associate who has seen there's a fire in the remote location have raised the alarm. The controller has been responding to the fire alarm. They have sand buckets, they have fire extinguishers. They're trying to douse off the fire. The fire is slightly bigger than the fire what was outside. They are using the fire extinguishers. They're trying to get more sand buckets and trying to spray. The controller has no other choice. He has called in for more assistance to douse off the fire. You can see there's an alarm. Some of them were told to move to the safe assembly point, which is the extreme left-hand corner. The fireman has asked for the attack vehicles and an ambulance. The attack vehicles, 2 of them have arrived, and there is also an ambulance. One of the attack vehicles remain as a standby, just in case if they are not able to douse off the fire by using the single attack vehicle. The attack vehicle has a hose pipe and a pump at its rear side. The hose pipe is pulled out and the pump is switched on. The pressurized water mixed with foam is sprayed onto the fire. There is a fine mist of water and foam put onto the fire from spreading. They are into action. They are making sure the fire is completely doused off. The fireman has to check before winding up the operation that the fire has been doused off. There's a signal which was given to the attack vehicles that the fire has been put off and there are no casualties. Those who are moved to the assembly point, inside as well as outside, the situation is very different. Fire is seen outside the building.
Ja, die waren es aber nicht mehr.
Das ist aber genau.
Lädt alles in Brand.
On seeing the fire, the alarm has been ringed. One of the associates coming out of the building, they are rushing out, informing the people. The supervisor is aware of it. He has raised a fire alarm. He has picked up a sand bucket and he is trying to see whether the sand could help in putting off the fire. But it is not so. The controller has rushed to the place. Some of the associates who are just beside the building also have rushed out. The controller has made a point to send all those people who are closer to the building to move to the assembly point. So now, as the controller has sent an alarm, both the attack vehicles are into action. As I mentioned to you earlier, the attack vehicle have a 300 liters of water capacity and 50 liters of foam.
Oh, that's
Now
awesome.
both the attack vehicle have come and even the ambulance had made its presence. The fire being big, the fire tender has been called into action, which has got a 5,000 liters of water and 800 liters of water capacity. Both the fire tender have got a workman who have come with a fire suit jacket to douse off the fire. There is a casualty. You can see one of the person has there's a casualty notice. The people from the ambulance section are picking up the casualty and transferring him to the medical center. The fire tender has a monitor which can spray water up to 30 meters at a 7 kg per centimeter square. The firemen along with the controller and the fire hydrant are trying to douse off all the fire that was seen inside as well as outside the building. A fine mist of foam is being sprayed. The ambulance with the casualty is rushing back to the medical center. Now the controller of fire has given a signal to the fire tender to stop the monitor. The rescue team, which comprises of the firemen who are come in a fire suit, who can get deep inside to make sure there is no more fire left, are making sure to douse off the fire. The fire tender and the attack vehicle rushed into action. All of them have got into action and they are putting off the fire. Now water from the hose reel has been started since the fire